Hello, I'm Stacey Williams Dupre with In Wellness We Win, and I'm an awareness ambassador for the Justice for My Jewel campaign. And that's a campaign going around the country and the world, educating teens, women, and the men who love them about the issues with the feminine hygiene products that are on the market. Now, one of the biggest issues with the products that are on the market, right, is that they don't keep women dry. And so I want to demonstrate to you today, because we don't point out an issue without providing a solution. I want to point out to you today our Jewel Premium Sanitary Napkin. Now, Jewel, as you can see, comes, and this is our moderate packaging, our moderate use. It comes in 4 different sizes. Liners for women everyday, usage. The moderate use for women with a regular moderate flow or light bladder leaks. We have the heavy for those who have a heavier flow or may want additional coverage. And then we have our super heavy overnight that will provide lots of protection for women. But I just want to show you this. Our pads come individually wrapped, right, in this packaging that is completely sealed. And there is only one packaging. This pad is attached to this one packaging. There aren't additional tabs that you have to take off the wings that then cause the wings to get attached to other things. But there's one packaging, and it's even quieter because some women say they don't like that rustling sound. But here, the problem with the pads on the market, okay, is that they don't keep you dry. This packaging is also biodegradable, as with our pads, which makes it environmentally friendly. And that's important, that we're protecting our women, but we're also protecting our environment. So I want to point out that one of the newest feature of our pad is that we have this 3D leak guard protection, where these things sort of rise up as the pad collects fluid so that it protects the woman. And the wings are just sort of double security, so to speak. So I'll put this here. Now, our OBGYNs will say that a woman will secrete anywhere from 15 to 50 milliliters over the course of one day of a cycle. Now, some will do more, some will do less. We know women's bodies are different, but we're going to put, this is probably a little bit more than 50 on this pad. Now, ladies, we know that over the course of the day, we will change our pad 5 to 7 times every time you go to the bathroom, because you never want to pull a cold, wet pad back up on you, but also just, in those between times, just to make sure that we are staying dry and comfortable. And so I want to put this all here. And again, talking about the wetness, because that's a major issue. With the conventional pads, because they don't keep you dry and the way they are made, a lot of pads are made with recycled waste materials, wood chips, newspaper that is taken through a bleaching process to make it look and appear white. But that chemicalization of that product then causes lots of issues. There are lots of chemicals and toxins that are created, one of which, but it's not the only one, dioxin. And dioxin is 30 times more lethal than cyanide. But it has been linked and found, and don't take my word for it. I invite you to go to Google and Google for yourself. You can go to Women's Voices of the Earth.org, and they will give you a long list of things you can find in all of these feminine hygiene products that have been linked with issues. Now, the wetness, ladies, we feel, and can cause, those sort of minor, and I'll say minor, issues like the yeast infections, the vaginosis, the urinary tract infections, because we're sitting on bacteria. Those are sort of the minor ones. And what's happening is when you're on your flow, your body is releasing the uterine lining that it didn't need because pregnancy did not occur. And so there's blood and there's different materials in that your body is trying to detox for a reason, because bloods and things like that naturally contain bacteria. But when you take that and you put it in an environment, once wet, is secreting more toxins, you mix that together, you're sitting on this. The backing of a lot of these pads are not breathable. They're made out of things like plastic that feel like plastic bags that trap moisture in. Your body temperature is already 98.7 on a regular, but running hot. It creates a cesspool, right? And sometimes little sneezes, there's also urine and different things in the pad. it creates a cesspool for bacteria growth. And that is why we've sort of related that this is what we experience, because it's just been the norm. But then you think about tampons, because tampons are made out of some of those same materials, and even the cotton ones. Cotton has been treated with pesticides and different things like that, but we're still clogging up our body. We're blocking up. The tampons were created because pads had failed us, but it's blocking up that release, and that waste, the bacteria is just sitting there waiting, and your body is reabsorbing it. And so there has been linked with more, major things like infertility and different cancers. Do your research, it's out there. But here, let's get to the dryness factor, right? So here, this pad, I'm gonna take this napkin that we put the 50 milliliters of water on. I'm gonna lay it here, and I'm gonna press down. I'm gonna press down. I'm gonna press down, right? And as you can see, this is 99.9% dry, right? Virtually, this is it. And now I know you're saying, Stacey, your old pad did the same thing. There have been improvements made to Jewel. Jewel is made a little bit longer, a little bit wider for more coverage. Remember these 3D leak guard protection I told you about? It even feels softer. But wait, the big thing is the technology within the pad. Now, graphene, I know many of you have never heard of graphene. Graphene was discovered in 2004, and the two gentlemen who discovered it won the Nobel Prize in 2010 for that discovery, right? Since then, there's been an arm race for graphene. NASA, different governments in Europe, Samsung, IBM are all racing to patent graphene in just about anything they can. The medical field, it's being used for bandages because it promotes healing, right? I will show you a demonstration and you'll understand why paint companies are trying to put graphene in paint. But think about charging phones, Samsung trying to charge phones just by laying them on. Just keep that in mind. We're going to get back to that in just a second. I am going to show you what our plant-based polymer absorbent core can do. Now, I already put 50 milliliters of fluid on the pad. I'm going to take and put our absorbency core system into this water, let that sit there for a second. And then I want to show you this because, again, it's about breathability. So if you look closely, you should be able to see some channels on here. That allows breathability. As I was saying before, the other pads, the plastic backing is really like plastic trash bags, right? Which lock moisture and heat in, which creates a lot of discomfort. But this tears like paper, right? Because there is no, it's breathable. This is different. And also, again, environmentally friendly, right? So back to the graphene, right? Now, we are the only company, the first company to bring graphene-infused sanitary napkins to North America. You can only get it with Jewel at 6-star. But what are the benefits in your pad? Well, it kills bacteria. They're using this to filter water. Like they can put this, water bottles are being made with graphene filters that you can take seawater and you'd be able to drink it, right? So it's killing bacteria, reducing inflammation and odor because of the bacteria nature. It can relieve cramps. It can relieve heavy bleeding. It can control inflammation, right? Ladies, you're hearing me, right? Strengthen your immune system, right? It can help that vibrational energy that is in this pad can help your immune system. Older ladies like myself, it helps with hormone secretion. It can help draw heat away from your core, hot flashes, and it reduces body fatigue. So there's so many things that this can do. Here, let me show you just how powerful vibrational energy is. I'm gonna take this light bulb. It's a 7-watt low wattage light bulb, not the regular ones in your house. And when it comes in contact with a graphene strip, the graphene in this strip, it will light up. That's why paint companies, right? Graphene, you paint the walls, you have graphene in the paint, you walk in the room lights up, you walk out, it goes dark, right? There's so many different things that this is being used for. Phone to phone, charging, different things like that. But it is in our pads. And so, again, this is a wet. graphene strip. Even on a dry graphene strip, which I have here, it will light up. So, ladies and gentlemen, where you can go to purchase this, go to InWellnessWeWin.com, because Jewel sanitary napkins should honestly be the only feminine hygiene protection product that you allow any woman that you love and care about to use. So go to InWellnessWeWin.com or TheBetterPad.com to get yours today. Very low price. We can use this. Shipping rates are very low and fast delivery. And if you're interested in joining the campaign, spreading the news, making sure that we are protecting our women and our sisters, just get in touch with me at Stacy@InWellnessWeWin.com, and we will get you started helping us to spread the awareness. It is important that you protect the most important jewel in the world, and that is you. Thank you.